Now you will know true fear. Take Frieza's place at my side and rule the universe with our clan. How's this? Kneel before me. Take this! I'll put you all to death. More merriment awaits. My clan reigns supreme.
And we have King Cold. And wow, honestly, he's way better than I thought. But this is the while that we've had King Cold in a video game. The last video game that he was actually playable in was Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Yeah. So it has been quite a while. It's nice to see a returning legacy character. Hopefully this marks his return in future Dragon Ball games for a long time to come, because I do like King Cold, and I have always wanted to have him in a playable game, finally. With that being said, though, how is King Cold? You know, like, how are we gonna judge him? He's not getting judged super duper harshly because, again, he doesn't even have a real fight in the series. But they managed to make a pretty good moveset for him. Anyways, his basic attacks are slow, obviously, because, you know, he's kind of bulky and stuff. I don't mind his fighting style. Nothing really screams out to me, though, about much of anything. He has what I feel like is a more arrogant version of second form Frieza's grab, which works here. Then we have his version of Death Beam, which I just love how he just turns and then fires it. It feels really arrogant, very cocky, very fitting of the Supreme Emperor of the universe. Next, Super Explosion Wave. Now, for this, usually I would say it is disappointing, but how can it be disappointing when he doesn't have anything? I also really like the like the color and then the charge, and I like how big it is. I will say though, is I think they should have done something with a sword. I know he doesn't have a sword, and his ultimate in BT3 was a sword combo ending by a blast. I think that should have been turned into a rush here. It doesn't make sense, but it was a fun ultimate and it looked cool. King Cole's ultimate here is still good though. And it is actually really, really unique. Him and Frieza do like a game of ball, and then they both basically what I'm calling the father-son death wave. That's such a cool way of ending it. So it's a really inventive ultimate. They could have gone with something really easy, like another explosion wave or beam, but they decided to do something different, and that is one area where I can really praise Sparking Zero, is they breathed life into characters and base forms and other forms for the most part that barely got anything. Yeah, there are a few stinkers like SSJ3 and normal SSJ GT Goku. Kid Trunks in both base form and SSJ, when I think they could have done a little bit more for them. But here, they managed to actually make King Cold a really good character. Yeah, is it typical to have a Frieza character have a Death Beam? Yeah. But, assuming that it is King Cold's original move, King Cold adds some nice flair to it. It feels really arrogant. And the full power energy wave explosion is fine. Again, King Cold doesn't fight. So it's not like you really had a lot to go off of. So it's fine here. And his ultimate's really unique. And I have to give them props for making a unique ultimate and not going a crappy route.
Those who defy the Cold Clan are shown no mercy. You're quite skilled. Take this! Your king demands restitution! You're quite skilled. You show some more merriment awaits! Infinite world, you're mine. Take this! Your king demands restitution! You're mine! A royal execution! More merriment awaits! Over there! Take this! Take this! Take this! Such a frail creature. You're no threat to my sovereignty.
Okay. Here we are with King Cold. Okay, so where are we ranking King Cold? Well, there are two very easy things here. King Cold barely shows up in any game, and the only games that he shows up in, I'm pretty is literally just the Tenkaichi series. He's not in any other games, so it really just comes down to Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Sparking Zero King Cold, and this is kind of a hard thing, but I'm gonna go Budokai Tenkaichi 3 just because I like the way that he looks. Also, he's not in the stupid Super Broly design, which should never be hit. His Super Broly outfit should be the secondary. The default should be the OG Z design because it's better. Anyways, But I could be convinced to actually switch these around, depending on when you ask me. Now, King Cold himself for the actual Sparking Zero ranking is going to be, he's good, and there's not really anything holding him back. Yeah, he has a super explosion wave, but does that matter? He doesn't fight, so they didn't have any material to work off of. And it's better than them just porting his exact moveset from BT3, which is a major issue I have with this game in the first place for certain characters, which we will actually be going over pretty quickly in the future. Everything here is good, and they even got creative with it. It's not like he's, say, base form Kefla, who has super explosion wave as an ultimate, even though they definitely could have come up with something, because Kefla has tons of moves, not only in the games, but has quite a lot of screen time in the freaking anime. So there wasn't really a reason for it. But, you know, King Cold is like the only character in this entire game that literally does not have any fights. All of the Frieza soldiers we know can fight and have been shown fighting. Hercule fights. Like, he's the only character shown not fighting. So him having Super Explosion Wave is fine to me.